When you're given 2 points on a graph, but you have to figure out mathematically what the equation of the line is, you have to do the following steps. So let's say that you are given, so given 2, 3, and 1, -4, what is the equation of the line? We have a formula that we have seen before, and that is the formula to find the slope. Now that formula is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So my recommendation to you all the time is that you go and you label your points. This is your first point, label it x1, y1, x2, y2. That way you won't make any careless mistakes. So we're going to come here and we're going to substitute the y2 sub 2 with the -4, and we're going to subtract y sub 1, which is this one, over 3. And then we're going to put it over x sub 2, which is 1, minus x sub 1, which is 2. So a -4 and a -3, since they're both negatives, we get to add them and we keep the same sign. That's -7 over 1 minus a -2, and that becomes a -1. They're different signs. You subtract, keep the sign of the larger number. Now this becomes a -7 divided by -1. It becomes a +7. This is your slope. But in order to find the equation of a line, we need to know our slope, but also our y-intercept. So right now we have found our slope, but we are still pending the y-intercept. There's another formula called the point slope, which is this one. When it comes to this point slope formula, you only have to replace the value for y sub 1, the value for m, and the value for x sub 1. So we have those two here, and then we have the m right there. So if we're replacing y minus your y sub 1, which is 3, and then we have our slope, which is 7, our m, and then we subtract our x sub 1, which is 2. Anytime that you see parentheses with a number in the front, please keep in mind we do distributive property. So this becomes y minus 3 equals 7 times x, 7x, 7 times -2, -14. But keep in mind, I need it to look like this formula. Therefore, I still need to move this -3 over. The opposite of a -3 is a +3. -3 plus 3 cancels. Y equals, nothing happened to the 7x, so it stays the same. -14 plus 3 is a -11. So this would be the function of the line that has these 2 points on the graph. So your slope is 7, and your y-intercept would be a -11, or if you're asked for it as a point, it would be 0, -11. And that was how we find the equation of a line given 2 points, by once again using the slope formula, using our 2 points, and then using point slope formula to find the actual slope intercept form of that line.